And we are live, Facebook Live, talking about New Year's Breathe, using breathwork to start your new year and start it right. I'm Christian Minson, transformational breath facilitator, senior trainer, and resident breathwork trainer at Rythmia. And I'm coming to you today on Facebook Live by way of sunny San Diego, California. I am on vacation over the holidays, go back soon, back to Rythmia in Costa Rica. But today I'm here in San Diego. I've decided to do this on the porch here, so you may hear some car noise in the background. That's all just the ambiance of, when you're here in San Diego, you live outside as much as possible. And even though it's a little bit colder out here than it is in Costa Rica, probably Costa Rica about 85, 95 today. We probably got about 68 to 72 here. All I can say is it's a beautiful temperature right here on the porch. So let's see, just buying some time while we see some people getting on. Excellent, about 100 people so far. And Jamie, hi, Christian, hi, Jamie. How you doing? Lisa, hi from Glendale. Yeah, Glendale's probably as good, probably even a little bit warmer, huh? I used to live in Los Angeles for about 10 years, 6 to 8 years, really, when I was a monk. That's right, I was a monk in a spiritual order there in Los Angeles. If there's ever a place that needed some spiritual balancing, perhaps Los Angeles is high on the list there. So I lived right in the triangle. There's Glendale, Pasadena, and downtown LA. Right in the middle is a place called Mount Washington, a nice little residential community on the top of the hill where we had a hotel acreage, basically about 42 acres. Looking over the Sea of Humanity, which was LA. So anyway, hi Lisa, hi Jamie. Wow, up to 141 people. If you just tuned in, basically I am Christian Minson, resident breathwork facilitator at Rythmia, senior trainer with the Transformational Breath Foundation, and I'm here talking to you today about New Year's Breathe, using breathwork to start your new year. And I think we're at a good level to get into this topic, really. And this topic is on the cusp of a workshop I'm doing by the same name on New Year's Day, January 1st, here in San Diego area, actually, Encinitas. So, shameless plug, if you are interested in Rythmia and what it has to offer, the breathwork is right up there with plant medicine as far as the ceremonies that you engage on your stay there. If you want to feel what a breathwork ceremony is like, you could come try it out at in Encinitas this coming January 1st, New Year's Day. If that's something that interests you, friend me on Facebook, Christian Minson, and then we can take that from there. But all in the scope of understanding the powerful program that Rythmia has to offer: breathwork, plant medicine, yoga. The Answer Is You by Michael Beckwith, all sorts of great content and material for life advancement. After all, we call ourselves a life advancement center. So, coming to you today, New Year's Breathe. So the concept I use in the workshop is really around the phoenix. You familiar with the phoenix? The mythological bird that basically can live to 500 or 600 years, and then it dies. It dies by catching on fire and consuming itself, and then in the ashes of its old self rises up the new reborn phoenix. So there's a lot of metaphor here with that myth. And if you're with me, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, ask some questions, make some comments in the chat bar right on. This is really, these Facebook Lives are very interactive and informal, so I want to have a chance to answer any specific questions that you have, either on Rythmia, on the breathwork program, on breathwork in general, and of course on the topic that I'm speaking about. So the phoenix is this metaphor for rebirth, and really it's a metaphor for cycles of life. And if you look into life at a deeper level, everything is on a cycle. You notice that? And so bringing it back to breath work, how this relates is that our breath is our original cycle, our original rhythm, right? It's the birth in the inhale, we birth in life, we are activating it, and then the exhale brings a death to the ultimate end of the exhale, where you've released all and there's nothing more to do except inhale again and start that cycle over, in and out. So literally, we are being born and reborn, dying and reborn 17,000 times a day on average. That's how many breaths we take. And Nishan, hey, what a good bunch. Yeah, awesome. Let me get my glasses. Oh, what's good, bro? Yeah, okay, that's excellent. Claudia from Florida, nice to see you. All right, so death and rebirth, the breath work being our fundamental death and rebirth. And in fact, it's said that if by learning to focus on the breath, that we can learn to cheat death in essence. And what's meant by that is the great yogis of Eastern philosophies would practice techniques of breath work, basically meditation techniques that work with the breath to access the life force energy within us, which is exactly what we're doing with our techniques at Rythmia. But they access these and learn to actually stop the breath completely. And in stopping the breath, there's a quote that says, "The breath is the cord that ties the soul to the flesh." So when the breath ceases, that cord is released and the soul can float beyond the body. And so that meaning that you're dead in a state of suspended animation, but you are alive in spirit, which is the goal of those philosophies. Nicole's on. Marbella's on too. Hey, Nicole, our other fellow breathwork facilitator out there at Rythmia. You're in really good hands with her and I. If you're coming this weekend, and if you are, give me a couple thumbs up and all that. She'll be the one to greet you. I'll be on your heels and basically see you at the end of the week for the first group that comes in to 2018. But Nicole's here and Nicole's there. Nicole, are you back at Rythmia yet? Are you in the airport going? Today's travel day, basically, preparing for all the new arrivals. Okay, so back on subject. We're talking about the phoenix, the breath cycle, then being this death and rebirth. And in it, there is wisdom in understanding our relationship to our life and ultimately our death, and recognizing that even death is not an end, but just the bottom part of the next cycle that comes around. So really get that, this cyclical airport. Nicole's in the airport. Wow. So this is true team support there. She's on watching me do the Facebook Live, even as traveling in the hectic airports of Nebraska. All right. So Valerie just joined. Welcome. So in this then, using the breath work to help, here's so what we're going to be doing in the workshop, and what you can do just in the comfort of your own home, is really focusing on this death, the death of the old. 2017 is coming to an end, and this is really why this is all relevant now. Is we've got this arbitrary point in our calendar which says 1 year's ending, 1 year's beginning. It's as good a point as any to say this is the beginning and end of the cycle, right? But the cycle goes on, so it could be really at any point. In fact, probably other more what we say calendars that are in alignment with the natural flow of things would probably bring the new year around spring, right? So that as the rebirth of natural life is happening, that is the beginning of our new year. But albeit it's now January 1st, and so we're using the breath. The other thing that the Phoenix is about is fire, right? So fire is really, the Phoenix is consumed in this fire. So the fire is symbolic for its own life force energy. So the life force energy consumes the old matter and rebirths new matter. As science has proven, energy is never lost, it's only transformed. So even as you let go of this physical form at some point in your life, that is not a loss, that's just a transformation, and that energy will be retransformed, some say, into another body, and or there's all sorts of speculation as to what that goes to. Even the moon has a cycle, and death is only a part of the cycle. Exactly. Didn't catch my name. My name is Christian Minson, breathwork facilitator at Rythmia. So thanks for that question. And please keep asking questions, keep giving me thumbs or hearts if you like it. If you don't like something, you can give me a little mad face. Whatever interaction here is what I'm looking for. So back to the breath and these cycles. So we're looking at 2017, what we're letting go of, and this is part of the ritual that we'll be doing in this class, and what we can be doing here even is focusing on what we're, something we want to let go of. And then, of course, the flip side to that is 2018, stepping into the new year with a clear vision, a clear direction, a clear intention for what 2018 is for you, right? And talked about intention a couple weeks ago, and that word intention, meaning that when you have an intention, you're creating a dynamic tension between where you are currently and where you want to be. And that dynamic tension is like a rubber band that's stretched and it's just wanting to bring you to that point. And so without an intention, you don't have that dynamic tension. You don't have a point that's holding, that's anchoring that rubber band to slingshot you to it. So you end up without an intention, wandering through 2018, going here and there. You might go to the beach, and wow, that was beautiful. You caught some sunsets. You might go, you might run into some random friends and all that, but nothing was intentional. At the end of the year, you may have seen that there were many things that you wished had happened that didn't. By being clear intentionally on those, you dynamically increase, I'd say exponentially increase the likelihood that they're going to happen. And in fact, they must happen, but then there's a whole nother level of how long it takes for them to happen, beyond the scope of today. But so back to that, then women have their cycles too, and the moon. We talk about the moon cycle a lot in Rythmia because with the plant medicine, we have to be careful about being on that cycle. So women should definitely consult with whoever you're talking to about coming to Rythmia. If that's it's looking like it's that time of the month for you, just so you can be clear on what the parameters are, what you can and can't do. So we're back to the cycles. So first of all, then what you can do, take a deep breath and close your eyes. Just dwell on something. We're going to do this fairly quickly. You can do this in the comfort of your own home later on. But dwell quickly on something you want to let go of. What is it? What is there in your life that has come to completion? It may have been something that served you at one point in time in your life. It may be something that's just been dogging you for years. It may be something that just happened this morning. Somebody rubbed you the wrong way. You want to let go? Anyway, what is it? Something you want to let go of, right? And as you think of this, the metaphor of the phoenix, then again, is that it's consumed in the fire. That fire being the metaphor for that life force energy. That life force energy being what's activated when we breathe. So this is what we do. We take that thing that we want to let go of, and we actually get into it. We actually let ourselves feel it. So this is a key aspect of this. Feel it. Feel that thing. And of course, it's not going to feel good, generally speaking. It's something we want to let go of. Let yourself feel it and activate the breath. Activate the fire. So you're feeling it, but you're breathing into it. All right, and the quick technique on the breath is through the mouth. Nice full inhale, relaxed exhale, just letting go. And circular connected flow, rhythmic breathing. All right, Rythmia. This is, there's a connection here where we're tuning in with the rhythm of life, activating that fire, that inner fire. And it's that fire that's going to consume that feeling. It's going to burn it up like the phoenix, like the old body of the phoenix. All right, so you just sit with that feeling, breathing with it. Now, it'll probably intensify. Fire is hot. Fire is intense. And when you get close to the flame, you feel the energy there. And the same thing. The energy, the fire of the life force is transforming the energy of that emotional feeling, that thing we're trying to let go of. And as it does, it generates heat. That heat may be experienced as actual heat. It may be experienced as body discomfort. May be experienced as that emotion really popping, and we feel it strongly for a moment. Whatever it is, it's that consummation. So we are devouring it in the flame of that life force. And you just do that as long as it takes to let that feeling die. So hopefully as you're breathing here now, we can bring that, if you've been practicing that a little bit, bring it to completion. And that is only one half of the coin now. So the other half is stepping into 2018. From the ashes, the phoenix is reborn. Namaste, Stan. From the ashes, the phoenix is reborn, meaning we don't just leave ourselves now in the ash state. Oh, somebody's angry. If you're angry there, tell me what either you don't understand or you're not agreeing with or whatever that is. And of course, if you're sending hearts and happy faces, tell me what you're agreeing with, or tell me what inspiration you're getting out of this. Or maybe take a moment here to type in what it was that you wanted to let go of. All right, so I'm just going to give you a moment to do that. While you're doing that, let's see if I can, don't mind me in this moment. I'm seeing if I can find us all on another computer. But just go ahead and type in that chat bar if you are available for, if you're not driving or something like that. Just let me know what were the things you wanted to let go of. All right. Giving you just a little bit more time here. There, letting go of past experiences. Yeah, of the past experiences. So Jennifer, can you be More specific past experiences of what? Like, the more specific we can get, the better. I mean, past experience in this case, I dare say you've probably had some really good past experiences as well as maybe some not so great ones. So the past, clear purpose is saying the past again, I would say the same thing. How can you be a little more specific with that? What about the past? Was it a relationship? Was it a job? Was it an interaction that you had with somebody or something? Was it an experience of fear or a lover? Stephen said, okay, excellent. Learning only, not feeling it again. Yeah, good. So learning from our experiences, which really, if you take the eagle eye view, say the phoenix eye view of life, every experience we have is for our learning, for our betterment. And even those that are painful actually are some of our best lessons. Often not easy to get that lesson in the moment. It usually takes some time to step out of it. But then this is the phoenix ashes too. We burn the body of that experience, right? We burn the experience. We let it go in the ashes. But what remains is the soul of that experience, the lesson, the learning, the understanding that comes so that you don't repeat those experiences again. So family relationships, mistakes you made, excellent. Yeah, so you're getting it, Jennifer. And good. So that's the letting go part. So the next part is the re-emerging, the using the energy then to cultivate your new self. And what this ultimately comes in, thank you, Jennifer, good visualization, she's saying, beautiful. And this is really what metaphor and mythology are all about, is really to help us visually and kinesthetically get it, understand things that are very real but explained in more metaphors and myths in order for us to comprehend it. So 2 stages for what we're moving towards. First is continuing to breathe, then we set aside the ashes, we let from the ashes of what we just let go of, continue to circulate the life force energy, and in that, the creative bubbling begins to happen. We let ourselves download the possibilities for 2018. What if you feel bad for making those mistakes in the first place? That's what you need to breathe and let go of then. Breathe and let that consume. Of course, if you have any kind of, if you're not a sociopath, basically, you're going to feel for mistakes that you've made. That's actually, again, the good news that you have feeling that your inner guidance system is tacking you back towards what's in alignment with harmony for you, and not letting you drift too far off this way. So those bad feelings are actually tacking you back. If you didn't feel them, you would continue to drift, and you continue to perform those actions that weren't in your best interest or in the best interest of others. So thanks for that. So forgiveness for self and others. All right, so starting to tune in with the energies that are bubbling up. So the life force energy is the energy of creation. So it is the fundamental creative energy. If you think about it, it is the potential of everything that is created, anything that has manifested, either in thought, in feeling, in physical form, comes from the essence of this creative energy. So as we continue to breathe, we just let that bubble up and let it feed us, all right? Let it feed you ideas. And if you've got any ideas now as you're working with this a little bit, type them in as what it's feeding you. And this is You might call this a brainstorming session or an energy storming session, as we're taking this pranic life force energy and we're letting it show us the possibilities for life. All right. And then the second step in that, so Debbie says, I love that. Excellent. Let the creative bubble and bubble no matter how crazy they seem. Yeah, creativity, bubble and bubble. Exactly. So the less judgment you can put on that creativity, the better, because in that, the nugget of gold is going to come forth. And if you're trying to govern all the ideas, you're probably not going to get to that one that just sparks the essence of the new phoenix being reborn. All right, so that's what we're really, really looking for, is that one that when we find it, and there could be many more than one, but in this case, we're just looking for one in this moment. It sparks it, and then you take that life force energy, you continue to breathe, and that activates that energy into the new body, the new phoenix, the new you, the intention, right, for 2018 that you are moving towards. So that is, in a nutshell, the essence of today's Facebook Live. We're looking at Phoenix as a symbol of birth and rebirth, of essentially the cycles of life, the rhythmic cycles of life. And we're learning then how the breath, the rhythmic cycle of breath, aligns us with those rhythmic cycles of life. And using the metaphor of the phoenix, then the breath consumes or burns the old body of our old self, our old 2017, and the things that are no longer serving us. And it then, that life force energy from those ashes generates the energy of creativity to spark the new ideas that will form into your intention for 2018. One of those bubbles to the surface, the energy catches onto that, and a new birth, like cells multiplying in a fetus. We are now being reborn into our 2018 energetic self with that intention as the guideline. Remember, that anchor out in time and space, that is the rubber band tension that's pulling us towards the fruition of that. Okay? So thank you for the helpful tips, Jennifer. I love it. Thank you for being so interactive. This is what I love. And so me and Jennifer have had a little relationship here. I'd love to have gotten to know some more of you better, but she definitely got the majority of my time today. So thanks, Jennifer. Clear Purpose, thank you. Yeah, indeed, thank you too. And Debbie, in making the intention to come to Rythmia in 2018. Excellent. So there you go. It's out there. 2018 somewhere. That dynamic rubber band is now automatically starting from this very moment. From the moment you make that intention, forces of life are conspiring to move you in that direction. And so, just note when you might get a little windfall of a small sum or a large sum, make sure that you recognize that that's to help you, put it in the direction of saving up for Rythmia. If you need to find the time, look out into the vast landscape of the months of 2018. See, you might get on Rythmia.com or the Facebook page and see who's coming to Rythmia. We have so many awesome thought leaders who come here, and many people come on the week that they want to see something. So like Bruce Lipton's been here, and I think coming again. Greg Braden's coming, Michael Beckwith, Kyle Cease, Panache Desai, Sue Mortar was here and she's coming back. So there's amazing amount of wisdom and help that is available here. Of course, with the program, with the breath work, and why I'm here talking about this in the first place. I personally think the breath work is one of the pinnacle experiences at Rythmia, and I think after people go through it, many people even say, wow, that was as powerful as my plant medicine experiences, or some take me aside and say, that was even more powerful than my plant medicine experience. Of course, I understand that. I know that ultimately even the plant medicine is activating the life force within us. It is you that gets activated. And so that's why our miracle rate is so high, because we're activating the real energy within you that you get to take home. It's not something that can only be gotten when you add this element of medicine in, and then you take that away and then you're left with nothing. No, that just activates you. You take that away, you're still activated. So, and the breath is one of the greatest take-home tools that we make sure you're clear on before you go, so that you can use it anytime, any place. So, breathwork was amazing. Thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, it is, isn't it? And Debbie saying informational and exciting. Wow, excellent. So, and Jason just joined it. Jason, well, you're probably going to have to take a look at this on the recording now. I'm just about to end. Jason was here just a few weeks ago. Another guy, I'd say, he was a poster child for this place, with it, smiling from ear to ear every morning until the end of the night. And the next day he came back with an even bigger smile. So I didn't think it was possible, Jason, but he definitely had it. So that's it, coming to you live from Rythmia via San Diego today. I'll be back in Rythmia soon. Namaste. If anybody, like I said, wants to get a taste of this breath work and you're in the San Diego area on January 1st, friend me and we'll take the discussion from there. R. Christian Minson, the letter R. Christian Minson. Otherwise, like Debbie did, set your sights on coming to Rythmia in 2018 and start that dynamic tension, which is going to pull you here and make it happen for you. I'm waiting for you. Nicole's waiting for you. Jerry's waiting for you. Dr. Jeff is waiting for you. We're all there waiting for you. Right on. All right. Likes, hearts, and smiley faces, mad faces. I still, I'm assuming you're mad because I'm leaving, and a crying face too. Right on. All right. Namaste to all of you.